Okay, you're welcome. Today we are going to be talking about trading secrets for life and profit. And we are going to be looking at these three major points. Talking about getting from one point to another point is one of the most complicated systems. Now, as we're still going to talk about why so many strategies. Then lastly, we'll talk about what is the purpose of all of those things. In the first place, I'll be using all this diagram as explanation. I'll be talking about getting from one point to another point is one of the most complicated systems. Now, when we relate this to life, the first major point there, you see, if you're moving from one country to another country, you're moving from country A to country Z. First mode of movement to get to your destination from point A to point Z when related to life situation is to move by any of the transportation. Either you can trek it if the distance apart is not much, or you can enter any mobility available. If you want to move from USA to UK, from UK to another country, for all of those things require any means of movement available. So if we relate this to life right now, let's talk about transportation system. So talking about transportation system, there are a lot of transportation system in different categories. You can transport, you can move by land, you can move by sea, which is water, you can move by air, and which other one is available? These first categories, moving by land, they have a lot of sessions on those categories. Like moving by land right now, you can, if the distance you are covering is not far, maybe see your house, see the next store close to your house. You don't need any type of mobility. You can just take a walk and get to it, get what you want to buy, and go back home. But when a distance apart is very far, you require mobility. And you can use car, you can use bike, you can go through the train. There are a lot of things there. There are a lot of things that is required for you to move from one location to another location. Okay, so that is why getting from one point to another is one of the complicated system, because you can use car, and even when you are using car, there are different type of cars, a lot of them, different categories, different types. There are sports cars, there is just the ordinary one. Then you can also move by train. There are a lot of train system. You can also move by, if you are moving now, that is just by land. You can move by train, you can move by car, a lot of those categories. You know what I'm talking about. Now let's talk about sea. You can move when you are moving by sea, that's by with water. You can use ship, you can use boat. There's also canoe there, and a lot of others. Then if you are moving, okay, according with the sea aspect, there's also a submarine moving underwater. Are you getting it? Now, if you want to move by air, we have transport system of aeroplane, helicopter, jet, all of those things that are also available to be able to move. Then all these things is just different ways you can move from one point to another in real life. Okay, so let's come to trading. For trading, we want to make profit. This is the chart for us to be able to make profit, because our target is to make profit. We want to make this money at this point Z when it comes to trading. Now, for us to be able to make that money, we have to use the chart as our vehicle, right? Using the chart as our vehicle, and the requirement for the car to move, or there was any type of mobility we want to use to move, using the chart now is through our money, because you need money to buy fuel inside the car, or gasoline, all of that, to power the car to move, to power your mode of transportation from that point A to point Z. So you have to put your money, and then this will tag you along with the trade. And then when you are trading, your target is to make this money at point Z. But along the way, there are a lot of things that can happen. Stop loss can happen. Maybe you did not interpret correctly. Maybe news can also come up and take away your profits, all of those. Okay, so those are a lot of uncertainties when it comes to trading. Now let's come to point number 2. because I've looked at point number one, why it is so complicated to move from point A to point B, because point two will now let us to know when we'll discuss about why so many strategies. Okay, why so many strategies? Because everyone cannot use the same transportation system. Oh, let's relate it to life again. You cannot use the same transportation system. Let's assume you are a driver. You have learned how to drive a car. Okay, so since you can drive very well, and the type of car you can drive, just those regular cars, maybe it's automatic cars, that is what you have trained for, that is what you have learned how to drive. So if you are now given a big truck, all those heavy duty truck to drive, it will be very difficult for you. You have to stick with what you know you have practiced on, that you can use to drive. So when it comes to trading also, there are a lot of different strategies, because everyone with their different need, their different desires, their way of doing things, everyone just have their own different capacity and capabilities. Okay, just like in transportation system, when you talk about transportation by land, there are some people they prefer to use train, there are some people they prefer to use car, there are some people they prefer to use which other one again, any type of transport system. When it comes to land, there are some people they just prefer that. While when it comes to air, there are some people that prefer helicopter, some people also prefer private jet. When it comes to sea, some prefer ship, some prefer canoe. Then different need by government, maybe they will use submarine. Okay, now let's relate all these things back to trading. So with trading, there are different strategies, because everyone cannot be using one particular strategies. Some people they just want to make quick profit. There are some strategies that will allow you to do that. Some people they want their profit to be slow and steady. Some they want to double their money in 1 month. Some they just want to get rich quick. So everyone with their different strategies, just because. But the major purpose why we do that is why we're going to talk in number 3 now. What is the purpose? The purpose is just to make money. No matter the strategies, all of that you use, our major target is to make this money when it comes to trading. Okay, this money here at point Z. So we are looking for every means available for us to be able to achieve what is in point Z. So, but when you are doing that, there are a lot of things on the way that can come. But everything that will happen in between point A to Z, it is not in your control. What is only in your control, you can only know how to control the car, but you cannot control everything that is in between point A and point Z. If you are using letters, if you are using alphabet, you have A, B, C, D, all of that. You can just imagine everything in between point A and point Z. A lot of things are there. So when it comes to trading, you can only be certain about the trade you have entered, just because you have practiced and practiced and practiced and know that yes, I can do this, I've done this before. But that is why no strategies can be 100%, because it can be 100% in the first scenario, second scenario, but in the third scenario and so on and so forth, it may not be the same. That's why nobody can say, okay, I can do 10 trade or 20 trade without losing. No. Why? Because even if you have confidence of being a good driver, somebody on the road while you are moving from point A to point Z, somebody on the road an inexperienced driver can come and hit you, thereby causing accidents. Okay, then somebody just passing by on the road can also jump on the road in front of you, and then accident might happen. So everything that is happening here, it is not in your control. That is why it is best that when you place a trade, place it because you have done this several times. Then you are confident that yes, you are going to point Z to make money. But what if the trade now goes to loss? It can happen because a lot of varieties in between you placing the trade and making profit, they are not in your control, even if you know how to drive very well. I hope this is very helpful to you. You can get the logic now. When I say probabilities, that is now you now have SS, stop loss, because this is your entry of trade, this is your take profit. In between your entry and taking profit is what we call stop loss. Varieties of things that can happen. Somebody hit your car when you are driving and all of that. Okay, so to cut the long story short, the secret that I have discovered with my own trading is that I now have a system that can help me to identify and know that yes, this is what I've practiced, this is what price is giving me, because price is not just in one place. Price move downward, upward, just like that. We have the bullish market, we have bearish market coming down, then we have sideways market. Okay, so at each point of this market trending, whether bullish, bearish, or sideways, price gives different type of price action. That different type of market structure, different type of candlesticks, all of that. That is what price can give. So that's why it's good to develop. That is why it is very good to develop a very good system that can help you to identify what price is giving at that moment. If price is bullish, let's assume bullish price is for land means of transportation. Now in this land means of transportation, when price is bullish, for example, price can also give you car to drive. Now you know how to drive a car very well because you have practiced a particular strategy and it's working well. Now in this type of strategy that I've practiced, because you are very good in driving, what if price now give you a big big truck to drive, and you have not driven a big truck before? Know very well that you cannot use the same skills or strategies you have been using to drive small car to drive a very big car like a truck that has a lot of load at its back. The probability of you having an accident with that one, which is losing your trade, is very, very high. Hope you get the point. So you have to know very well that, okay, now that price is bullish, like that's driving on land, and price, what is price giving me? Is price giving me the car now to drive, or is price giving me truck? What of if price now give you horse? Have you driven a horse before, like rode a horse before? No. You know how to drive car, but you don't know how to drive truck. You don't know how to drive horse. Have you practiced driving this or riding a horse? No. That is why you need to be patient and have a strategy that can tell you that, okay, this is what price is giving me. I have driven car before. If price give me a car to drive, I will drive it, put my money there, put fuel in it, and then drive price to give me my target at point Z, driving price point from point A to point Z. I hope you get it. So that is how it is. Then scenario 2, what if price is not bearish? Let's say bearish is when price is on the sea, like water. Let's say water. That is the stage that price is right now. So, and maybe what you are familiar with is to drive a boat. You can drive all those speed boats. That is what your strategy that you have been using all this while that can help you to move from point A to point Z. But now price can give you a boat, you will drive it, you see that you make money. But what if price give you a big ship? All those ones that have a captain on the ship, all of those things. Have you driven a ship before? No, you haven't. So if you haven't, you know that this what is price is giving me a ship, and I have not driven a ship before in a bearish market. You can either wait till price give you your boat that you know how to drive when you're on water. The probability of you driving the ship and making a successful landing from point A to point Z, the probability is very low. Okay, so not minding the accident that might happen on the way, all of that, but how can you control the ship that want to control ship that you have not, you have not done before? Those things you have not done before, you want to do it because price is just presenting them. No, you have to practice whatever price will give to you in point to be able to move price from point A to point Z, which is making profit. I hope you are getting it. So what if, let's now use A as a wine price is sideways market, that is for A. And then what can happen in the air? Maybe you only know how to fly all this small plane, like small plane. That's what you know how to fly as a pilot. You have trained as a pilot, but what can only pilot is how to fly a small plane. All those small commercial plane that can fly like 2 people or 3 people. But now price will present you a private jet. Have you flown a private jet before? No. You have not done any of those things. So why are you trying to force what you have not done before when price will present? So that is why price is very random. Price can present you an opportunity, a buying opportunity, but that buying opportunity, maybe it is just a price action you have not seen before. You only know, like the example I'm making, knowing how to drive a small car. But there are some people that they know how to drive a small car, they know how to drive big tanker, all those big truck, they know how to drive anything ready to land because they have practiced, they know it very well. So that those things will increase your profitability. I hope this makes sense, all of that. So, like I said, I have a system that is helping me to analyze and understand very well that okay, at this moment I only know how to drive a car. I'm very good at it. So when price presents a a little car driving opportunity, that small car driving opportunity, I will enter the trade and then I will buy or sell with respect to making profit. But if I didn't make profit along the way, that means it is the uncertainties that may happen in between point A and point Z. All these things here that are out of my control, that is just what happened. So I will not be angry because I know that another opportunity that comes, there's also probability of me making money with it. So a very good system that can help you to know which what is price presenting to you in the bullish market. What is price presenting to you? Have you done this before? Do you know how to handle the outcome of these things? So different price action, random, in a bullish market, bearish market, all of that, that is what price will do. Okay, and then in the sideways market, you need to know each of these categories. So with the system I have, is helping me to identify that okay, in a bullish market, this is what price is presenting itself. Have I done this before? Yes, I have known how to I've done this before. I can handle it, all of that. So the system I have that is helping me is called Playbook TTM. That's a rule-based strategy. I've done that. I have put that together. Let me show you. Okay, this is the strategy I'm talking about, Playbook TTM. This Playbook TTM is just like the playbook to trade and take money. Simply put, you just have to see it and trade it. So I have put everything in here. You know, it's just all about when you are welcome into the group, everything is there. You can see all of these categories, introduce yourself, risk management, the rules and regulations. Then when you come into the system, into the mentorship also, you can see all of this. I've analyzed everything there just to make trading for you very easy and all those things. Okay, so that is how the system works. Then let's go to general, all those things, instructions. Then this particular place is where the secret now is, this entry modules. The entry modules is just telling you that okay, when you see an inducement, you see what price is doing at a particular point of inducement. Let me not to reveal too much of it. When price is at inducement point, maybe a price is bullish or bearish on a sideways, what do you do? At the decision of that block, what do you do? After break of structure, all those things, what do you do? It will just tell you that okay, this is what I've done before. This is what price has done before several times from collected data. You just have to go accordingly and do them. Then the results that have happened when price has done those things is what I call case study. You can see the case study here, everything. You just come into it, you look, you check, and then you see, we take the trade, all of those things. You see, those are the case studies. What happened with different price action at different points when price was bullish, bearish, you know, in forex market, in crypto market, in volatility or synthetics, and then in the chart you can put your winning trade there, your losing trade, all of those things, and then you put your feedback. If you are a prop account trader, that's if you are also your personal account, your reviews, all those things, very easy to follow. Okay, those are just the things. If you want to get it, you can also contact me or go to my Instagram page, TOBI TRUEMAN. You'll see all the details there. It will help you to be able to understand what price is doing at each particular moment and what to do when any opportunity presents itself. I hope this is very helpful to you. I hope this is very helpful to you. All right, I wish you the best. Have a great time.